We welcome you to Seattle here at T-Mobile Park for Game 1 of this 3-game weekend set between these two AL West rivals. The Rangers have been red hot this year, 11-2 coming into play today. The Mariners salvage Game 3 against Houston on Wednesday, losing that series here at home to the Astros. Here are the game storylines for the Mariners. Bryan Woo dominant in their last game. Cal Raleigh average, and Dylan Moore hits a home run against the Astros in that one. It's the Rangers, it's the Mariners next here from Seattle. Bryan Woo will be the starting pitcher here today for the Mariners. 2 games under his belt with a 1-1 record, 12 innings pitched overall. He's got 10 strikeouts, and he's going to look to shut down the surging early in the season Texas Rangers. Only 2 losses coming in on the early season here for Texas, as Wyatt Langford will stand in to lead things off from Seattle, Washington. Game 1 here on a Friday night. And we are underway here from Seattle with a first pitch fastball, staying high from Bryan Woo. Mariners come in 7-6 on the season. Just a game above 500 through the first couple weeks of the year. Game 1 of a 3-game set that goes through the weekend here against the Rangers. There's a swing and a miss at 96 miles an hour there from Bryan Woo, and it's a ball and a strike. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Got him out in front of it. And it's a ball and 2 strikes here to start the game against Wyatt Langford. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he got him to chase it upstairs. Good start for Bryan Woo, and there's 1 away. Now that'll bring in Ezekiel Duran, batting .244 on the season. And that one misses just off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Ezekiel Duran has been in the majors since 2022. Made his debut that year against these Mariners, and he went 0 for 3 in that game. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. From San Juan de la Maguana in the Dominican Republic. And he slaps this one the other way to right field. Long run for Robles out there, but he'll have room. And there's 2 away here in the opening frame. Let's take a look at the Rangers starting lineup. You just saw Langford and Duran. Corey Seager will stand in now. Jake Berger, Jock Peterson, and Kyle Higashioka are in the middle. And the bottom 3, Josh Young, Adolis Garcia, and Marcus Semien. Garcia batting .297 over the past 10 games for the Rangers. And here comes in the longtime vet, the shortstop Corey Seager, 2 out, nobody aboard. And the first pitch to him is swung on a miss, right over the top of that changeup. A little bit of an overshift, as much as you can get here in 2025 here for Seattle. Seager in his 4th year in a Rangers uniform. It grounds this one into that designated shift. J.P. Crawford will make the play, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Bryan Woo to start things out here at T-Mobile Park. Starting pitcher today for the Rangers will be Tyler Mahle. 2 starts under his belt so far this year. He was part of a no decision and a loss. He's 0-1. 4.09 ERA. He's got 10 strikeouts coming in. And J.P. Crawford will be the first guy to stand in against him in Game 1 of this 3-game set. Batting .262 on the early season as Crawford attacks the first pitch and fouls it away, 0-1. 6 foot 202 is J.P. Crawford. A couple home runs on the year for Seattle. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Rangers surging hot, 11-2 on the early season. And a foul ball by Crawford to stay alive at no balls and 2 strikes. And this 0-2 is a swing and a miss. Fastball up the knees. Crawford swings right over the top of it, and that's a strikeout for Tyler Mahle to start. Now here's Julio. Nobody on, 1 out for him as he takes high, ball 1. 5 RBIs and 2 homers on the year for Julio. Nobody on, 1 out here in the first, just underway here from Seattle on a Friday night. Sawed off and fouled away to the right side, and it's 1-1. 1-1, turned on and hit down the left field line. This ball's going to get down, and it's going to roll to the wall. Julio on his way to second, and he'll get there standing up. A 1-out double here in the first, and the game's first hit belongs to Julio Rodriguez. The 1-out double here in the bottom of inning number 1. His 5th double of the season, and a good start for him here tonight. Out in front of it, but got enough barrel on it to send it down the line. And now here's Cal Raleigh waiting for him to get going this season. Outside 1-0. He is a home run shy of tying Mike Zunino for the most home runs by a catcher in Mariners history. Needs 2 more to break that record by the end of the season. The 1-0. Off the end of the bat, fouled away, 1-1. 6'2", 235 is Cal Raleigh from North Carolina. Check on Julio, close play, and he's in there. Wow. A little aggressive up of second is Julio. Just able to get back, and it's a ball and a strike to Cal. The 1-1 in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Cal off to a slow start this year. Batting goes to .133. Waiting for him to get those numbers up. Inside, 2-2. His 1 home run came on the road. It was in San Francisco. Mariners will wrap up this 3-game set and this homestand over the weekend, and then they'll be on the road to Cincinnati. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and a fly ball hit in the air to right field. And not deep enough for anything to happen. The catch is made. Julio will tag and head for third, and now he'll put the brakes on and stay at second. 2 away. Take a look now at the Mariners starting lineup. You just saw Crawford, Julio, and Cal. Randy Arozarena, Jorge Polanco, and Victor Robles will be in the middle. Rowdy Tellez, who's starting to swing a hot bat, will be in the 7 hole. Dylan Moore hit a home run in the last game for Seattle. And then Ryan Bliss will round out the lineup at the 9 spot. Here's Randy Arozarena. A couple home runs on the year and 5 RBIs for him. And the first pitch is grounded fair down the left field line, right over the top of the base. Julio comes in, and now trouble in the corner. It gets by the left fielder. Arozarena on his way to third, and now he stops in second, but he does put the Mariners on the board. It's 1-0 Seattle. RBI double for Randy Arozarena, right over the top of the third base bag. So the Mariners strike first in the first. It's 1-0 over the Rangers. And now here's Polanco, who takes ball 1. Mariners have actually hit a decent amount of home runs this year. It's just spread out between the entire lineup. The most home runs by a single player is 2, but there's multiple guys who are tied at 2. Polanco's in that mix. The 1-0 down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Mariners strike first here tonight on a beautiful Friday evening from Seattle. The 2-0 to Polanco. Chop foul, and it's 2-1. Hitters count. The 2-1 is inside, and it's 3-1 with Robles waiting on deck. 3-1. Polanco fouls it straight back, and it's full 3-2. Good start here for the Mariners. Looking to keep this inning alive here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls it off the dish to stay alive, 3-2. 2 out and a runner at second. A run home for the Mariners. RBI double by Arozarena moments ago. And now a 3-2 on the way to Polanco. And it's inside. Ball 4 inning will continue. The Mariners are making Maley throw some pitches now here in the first. That was his 20th. And now Victor Robles will stand in. First and second with 2 away. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Robles batting .209 on the early season. He's got a couple runners aboard here in the first. Robles slaps this one to the right side and a base hit. Arozarena around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is close but late, and it's 2-0 Seattle. Victor Robles, the RBI single, and what a start for the Mariners. The throw was a little offline. He had to reach around to get it, and that might have been the difference. As Higashioka had to reach back, and now here's Rowdy Tellez, who is swinging a hot bat. Attacks the first pitch and fouls it away, 0-1. Hit a home run his last time out on Wednesday against Houston. His second home run of the year. And this ball's clobbered. Deep right field. It's time to get rowdy. Way out of here. Three-run homer for Rowdy Tellez. And this building is shaking here at T-Mobile Park. What a start for the Mariners. That ball was absolutely demolished. 105 miles an hour off the bat, way back into the bleachers in right field. And it is 5-0 Mariners. And now here's Dylan Moore, 8th guy to the plate in this opening frame. And he takes a wide strike, and it's 0-1. And against a team like the Rangers, who have started off red hot this year, 11-2 on the season coming in. What a start for the Mariners. 5-0. And Dylan Moore now trying to protect the plate. And he takes strike 3 call on the inside, but it doesn't matter because the Mariners score 5 times in the first, 3 of them on this 3-run shot by Rowdy Tellez. Start of the second inning here in Seattle. Brian Wu, 9-pitch opening frame, and now he's got a 5-run lead to work with. Thanks to the bats of the Mariners, 5 runs, 4 hits. A 3-run homer by Rowdy Tellez was the big moment in that first inning, and now Brian Wu can settle in, hopefully very easy in this one. The 1-0 ahead of it, and it's 1-1, swing and a miss.
1 strike.
Larry Bullard calling balls and strikes behind the plate today. James Kingsley is the guy on over at first base. Gary Simmons at second, and Patrick Johnson at third. 1-1 on the way. Swinging a ground ball right side, snared by Tellez. Race to the bag, and the big boy makes the play for out number 1. The Berger grounds out to Tellez. 1 away here in the second. Now Jock Peterson to the plate. 2-time All-Star 2015 and 2022. Most recent with the Atlanta Braves. Won a World Series in 2022 with the Atlanta Braves. And Peterson fouls it away. 0-1. Long-time vet. Starting his 15th year in the majors. Drafted back in 2010. 0-1 pitch downstairs, 1-1. Made his way around quite a bit. Spent some time with the Cubs, the Diamondbacks, the Atlanta Braves, where he won a World Series, the Dodgers, and now here in Texas. The 1-2 just outside, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Peterson. Downstairs, full count. Kyle Higashioka, the catcher, waits on deck here for the Rangers. 3-2, hammered. Deep right field. Peterson's going to watch this one fly. A mammoth home run way back into the bleachers in right field. And the Rangers are on the board here in the second. 7th home run of the season for Peterson already. Wow. That quiets down this Seattle crowd. Bruce Bochy, the nod of the head in the dugout. And it's a 4-run ball game. That ball was absolutely clobbered. We've seen a couple mammoth home runs out there in right field now. Rowdy Tellez for the Mariners in the first, and now Jock Peterson way back there. So the Rangers get on the board. A home run by Jock Peterson. One out here in the second for Kyle Higashioka. And he checks the swing for a strike, 0-1. 3 RBIs for Higashioka, 1 homer, batting .220 on the season. The 0-1 off the fist and fouled back, and it's 0-2. .2 on the way, and a ground ball to the left side, bobbled by Crawford, trying to recover, and he gets it. Not very fast, running down the first baseline for Higashioka. Crawford stays with the play, and there's 2 away here in the second. And now Josh Young to the plate. 2 out, nobody aboard, and a run home here for Josh Young. And this ball is hit down the left field line and out of play, 0-1. Just off the plate, a ball and a strike. Off the plate again, 2 balls and a strike. Brian Wu was sitting at 24 pitches here in the second, coming off a 9-pitch first. So he's thrown 15 pitches, now 16 here in this frame. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The deuces are wild here to Josh Young. Fouled off Cal's mask, and it remains even at 2-2. Good at bat here by Young, working the count. Adolis Garcia waits on deck here for the Rangers. The payoff. Strike! Oh my goodness. It was in the zone. Almost the entire ball was in the zone. Called the ball. And Young will take his base. And now here's Adolis Garcia. Runner on first with 2 out for El Bombe, who takes inside 1-0. 267 average coming in, a couple homers, 6 runs driven in on the season for the Rangers right fielder. A ball and no strikes, and oh my goodness, another one there not called, and it's 2-0. That one just does miss again. Tight strike zone here tonight. And it's 3-0. Simeon waits on deck. And a 4-pitch walk with some help from the home plate umpire. And there's 2 on here with 2 out for the Rangers. Now Marcus Simeon in the 9-hole spot will stand in. Batting .209 on the young season is Simeon. First pitch to him is a fly ball into center field. Julio's got a read on it. Way up there, waits for it to come down, and he does make the catch to retire the side. Rangers get on the board courtesy of Jock Peterson, smashed to right field, and it's 5-1 Seattle halfway through 2. Bottom of inning number 2, Mariners sent 8 of their 9 batters to the plate in the first inning, and now Ryan Bliss will lead things off. 9-1-2 here for Seattle. Bliss, Crawford, and Rodriguez. Hoping to build off of that 5-run first inning that they had, including the 3-run homer by Rowdy Tellez. Ryan Bliss behind in the count here, no balls and a strike. On the ground left side towards the hole. Good diving play over there at third by Josh Young. And he throws out Ryan Bliss for out number 1 here in the second. Wasn't hit too hard, but Young still had to make a diving effort at it. And he does make the play. Good play over there to rob Bliss of a hit. 1 away, and now here's J.P. Crawford. Attacks the first pitch and skies it towards center. And very quickly, there are 2 out here in the second. So 2 out very quickly, nobody aboard, and here's Julio. Had the first of 4 hits in that first inning for Seattle, a double down the left field line. Trying to keep this inning alive here for the Mariners, take strike 1. 2 for 4 on Wednesday against the Houston Astros. Had a double and an RBI. Came around to score in the first inning after he doubled down the left field line. The 0-1, hit in the air towards center. Pretty well struck, going towards J-Rod's squad out there, and it's run down at the wall. Not quite enough juice for Julio, and a good play by Wyatt Langford in center field to retire the side. We welcome you back here to Seattle. Let's take a look at the Mariners' pitching stats against the Astros in that last series. They pitched 27 innings, set an ERA a little higher than they would have liked at 5.33. They averaged just over 10 hits per 9 innings. They had 23 strikeouts and 11 walks. They salvaged the final game of that 3-game set against Houston, but they lost the first 2. Wyatt Langford, who just made that great catch running into the wall to end the second inning, leads things off here in the third with a foul ball straight back, and it's 0-1. Brian Wu, his 35th pitch here in the third, is outside, a ball and a strike. Rangers scored 1 their last time to the plate on a Peterson homer, and this one clips the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2. Brian Wu looking for the strikeout here. The 1-2 stays high, and it's 2-2. Rangers had a couple extra at-bats, I would say, in that last inning. Brian Wu, some borderline pitches not going his way, and he has worked it full here. Has Langford at 3-2. Duran waits on deck. Fly ball into right field. Robles a couple steps back with no problem, makes the catch, and there's 1 away here in the third. So a fly out for Brian Wu to start here against Langford. And now Ezekiel Duran will stand in here with 1 out, nobody aboard. 0 for 1 with a fly out, his first time to the plate. First pitch, check swing, strike 1. Pretty good crowd on tap here on a Friday night from Seattle. As Brian Wu delivers his no balls 1 strike offering, and it's in there for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, good pitch, good take, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, dropped out of sight. And Duran swings right over the top of that slider, and Wu has his second strikeout of the game. Now Corey Seager to the dish with 2 out, nobody aboard. 0-1 with a ground out. That's one shortstop grounded out to the other. Mariners shift their infield over as much as they can here against Seager. As that one's in there for a strike, 0-1. 5-time All-Stars, 16, 17, 22, 23, and 24. The 0-1, swing and a miss, challenged him with the high fastball, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, and just off the plate, 1-2.
1-2.
Brian Wu looking for a clean 1-2-3 inning here in the third. And it's inside to Seager, 2-2 now the count. So it goes from 0-2 to 2-2, and the deuces are wild here with Wu against Seager. Swinging a laser beam down the left field line and foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. Just able to get a piece of it, and the at-bat will continue. Deuces are still wild here with Wu against Seager, as Wu tries to set down the Rangers 1-2-3. And he does! Got him to chase it out of sight. Back-to-back strikeouts to retire the side for Brian Wu. A 1-2-3 frame here in the third. It's still 5-1, Seattle. We welcome you back here to Seattle as we take a look at the surging Rangers. Their losses coming at home against the Rays and on the road against the Reds. But you can take a look at their last 10 games. They're 8-2. They swept the Cubs. They won 2 of 3 against the Reds. They have been lights out. The big dumper, Cal Raleigh, set to lead things off here in the bottom of inning number 3 here for the Mariners. That one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Raleigh is 0-1 today. Batting a $130 on the season, trying to get that turned around. And a big swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Popped him up. And the hitting woes continue for Cal Raleigh. And the catch will be made by Higashioka for the first out. So Cal pops out to Higashioka. And now Randy Arozarena, RBI double back in the first inning. Started the scoring, drove in the first run of the first inning for Seattle. Really started that 2-out surge. And he hammers this ball to left field. This ball's pretty well struck. And that ball's going to get over the head of Peterson. Arozarena's 2 for 2, and he's got 2 doubles, this one coming in the third. And a great start to the night for Randy Arozarena. The sun begins to set the beautiful skyline of Seattle. Watches Arozarena get a double again, and now here's Polanco. Runner on second with 1 man out, and he turns on this one, sends it towards right center. Garcia makes the running catch, and Arozarena stays put at second base. Didn't quite get enough juice on it, did Polanco. Garcia makes a nice running catch, and there's 2 away for Victor Robles, who drove home a run his first time, RBI single. First pitch to Robles up the fist, but it works. Sends it up the middle, and a base hit. Arozarena will come around, and he's going to score. 6-1, another RBI single. for Victor Robles, and the Mariners have a 5-run lead, and now here's Rowdy Tellez. Takes a strike on the inside portion of the plate, 0-1. Mammoth 3-run homer back in the first inning for him, way back into the bleachers in right field. But at 105 miles an hour off the bat to send it out of here. And he takes that one, borderline strike called. Brian Wu in the Mariners dugout saying, "Where's that for me?" And Tellez is behind 0-2 here quickly. And he takes outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Mariners put up 6 runs here for the first 3 innings of play here against Tyler Mahle, as Robles dives it back in safely at first. 1-2, swing and a miss. Tellez swings right through that slider, and the side is retired, but the Mariners do tack on another run. Victor Robles going the opposite way for another base hit, and it's 6-1 Seattle. We welcome you back to T-Mobile Park. Mariners have a 6-1 lead, 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors for Seattle. 1 run on 1 hit and no errors for the Rangers. Their 1 hit, the solo home run by Jock Peterson in the second, but the Mariners hanging on to a 5-run lead. Brian Wu looking pretty good here through the first few innings of play against the Texas Rangers. And downstairs 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And this ball's in there for a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2 the kill.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looking for his 3rd straight strikeout going back to last inning. This one's fouled away, and it remains 1-2. Just missed downstairs. Good battle pitch there, and it's 2-2. Jake Berger leading things off here in the 4th. 4, 5, and 6 here for the Rangers, and a foul ball down the right side. Two and 2 fouled off the end of the bat. Good battle here by Berger to start the inning. Brian Wu now sitting at 57 pitches. The 2-2 offering. Strike 3 called. Finally, one goes our way. It's been an interesting strike zone all night long. And finally, Brian Wu gets a call. Might have been low, but it's been going the other way almost all night so far. And Berger is a strikeout victim. Now Jock Peterson, who has the Lone Ranger hit. It was a home run deep into the bleachers in right field. Back in the second, takes ball just outside, 1-0. 7th home run of the year already for Peterson. He's driven in 12 runs. One ball, no strikes. And a ground ball towards the right side. And Ryan Bliss will make the play, and there's 2 away. So Peterson grounds out, there's 2 away. Now that'll bring in Higashioka, who is 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time. Nobody on, 2 away. Brian Wu still only giving up 1 hit. There was that home run to Peterson as he pounds in a strike here, 0-1. Chop foul, and it's quickly 0-2. 39 strikes, 23 balls, 62 total pitches for Brian Wu. And the 0-2 home. Swing and a miss, struck him out, blew a fastball right by him. And the side is retired. Brian Wu looking good. And the Mariners are looking good. 5-run lead heading to the bottom of the fourth. New pitcher into the game here already for the Rangers. Mariners knock Maley out of the game fairly early, scoring 6 runs through the first 3 innings. And now Kumar Rocker will come in here for Texas. 3 games under his belt with an 0-2 record. 11.2 innings pitched. He's got a strikeout rate of 25.5, an ERA at 3.86 coming into play. And this one's in there for a strike, nothing and 1. Dylan Moore homered in the Mariners' last game against the Astros on Wednesday. Earns himself another start here tonight. Down the right field line. And Garcia will make the play, and there's 1-1. So quickly 1 away here for Rocker out of the bullpen. Dylan Moore, the flyout victim, and now that'll bring in Ryan Bliss, who is 0 for 1. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. That 1 home run came here in T-Mobile Park on opening day against the Athletics. And this one's in there for a strike, nothing and 1. Just missed outside, 1-1. Stays high. Hitters count at 2-1 to Ryan Bliss before things flip back over to J.P. Crawford at the top of the Mariner order. The 2-1. Inside, 3-1. The Bliss way ahead. Crawford waits on deck. And he takes a strike, and it's full 3-2.
3-2.
Bliss pops it up to the right side and out of play. They'll do it again. Good at bat here from the Mariners' second baseman. Breaking ball, and he spoils it. And another foul ball by Bliss. Good at bat here. 1 out, nobody. Another 3-2 on the way. Swinging a chopper, foul again. And we'll see a 9th pitch of this at bat. And to the right side, that is a foul ball just outside the line. And we'll see a 10th pitch. The 10th pitch of the at-bat is another foul ball. There we go. Do I hear 11? The 11th pitch of the at-bat is another foul ball. And we'll see 12. Three balls and 2 strikes again. The 12th pitch of the at-bat. And it's hammered to the right side. What an at-bat by Ryan Bliss, and a base hit the other way. 12 pitches later, and the Mariners have a base runner here with 1 out in the 4th. Now J.P. Crawford. 1 out, 1 aboard here in the 4th. And he checks his swing for a strike here, nothing on 1.
1 strike.
0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout here tonight. The 0-1, Crawford off the end of the bat, fouls it away, and it's 0-2. And he fouls that one straight back, goes up to get that one, and he'll stay alive at no balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball slapped into center, and a base hit. Bliss will move up to second base. Now he's going to hit for third, and he's in there. Headline slide, he's safe. Back-to-back 1-out hits here for the Mariners. J.P. Crawford, his first of the night. at 102 miles an hour off the bat into center field. And the Mariners have runners at the corners. And now a big opportunity for Julio to blow this game open. Runners at the corners here with one out in the fourth. First pitch stays high to Julio, 1-0. 1 for 2 with a double. That was back in the first inning. Had the first Mariner hit of the ball game down the left field line. Runners at the corners here with one out. Runner takes off. It's Crawford. Swinging and a miss by Julio. And the throw to second is in time, and Crawford is caught stealing. Good throw by Higashioka. Beat him by quite a bit, and there's 2 away here in the fourth. Late jump by Crawford as well. And before he decided that he was kind of trapped, it was too late. And a caught stealing for J.P. Crawford here. So now there's 2 away with a runner on third for Julio. A ball and a strike. And that one stays high. Hitters count at 2-1. Rocker out of the bullpen, 21 pitches in this inning, including a 12-pitch at-bat to Ryan Bliss, who stands at third. And Julio slaps this one foul, and it's 2-2. And the deuces are wild here for Rodriguez and Rocker. Ryan Bliss 90 feet away at third base. Julio trying to get him in. Deuces wild offering. Breaking ball, flare, right center field. Langford on the move will get there. And the side is retired. If Crawford didn't get caught stealing, that could have been a sac fly, but it goes for naught. And we are through 4 here in Seattle in a 5-run ball game. Josh Young set to lead things off here in the 5th inning for the Rangers, the third baseman who walked his last time, batting .300 on the season. Got 2 homers and 5 RBIs so far this year. And Brian Wu still only giving up 1 hit in the ball game. It was the home run to Peterson. Other than that, he has shut the Rangers down. 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. Another one right at the knees, and it's 1-2. Brian Wu sitting at 66 pitches here in the 5th. He's looking good. Inside, even at 2-2. Fly ball left field. Randy Arozarena over a few steps, but he will have no problem, and there's 1 away here in the 5th. So 1 out, nobody aboard, and here's El Bombe. Adolis Garcia, 2 homers, 6 RBIs on the season, batting .267. Walked his last time. First pitch to him here is just high, 1-0. Now back and out of play, 1-1 the count. 70 pitches now here in the 5th inning for Brian Wu. And the 1-1 to Garcia is fouled away again. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One-two offering, slap towards center, and that's the second Ranger hit of the night. Base hit up the middle by Adolis Garcia, and there's 1 on with 1 out. 101 miles an hour off the bat for Garcia there, and now here's Marcus Semien. 1 on with 1 out here in the 5th. And a big swing and a miss, nothing in 1.
0-1.
Semien 0 for 1 with a fly out tonight. 1 homer on the year for the Rangers second baseman. And the 0-1 is inside, a ball and a strike. Garcia, the runner over at first, a base hit moments ago. One on with one out here in the fifth. A 5-run lead here for the Mariners. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
Strike, 3 called at the knees. Borderline pitch, right on the chalk, and it's a 6 strikeout for Wu. And now back to the top of the order we go. Wyatt Langford to the plate. Now that one misses just downstairs. 1-0. Langford batting a .196 on the season. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Adolis Garcia still the runner on over at first. Inside 2-1. Garcia just has 1 stolen base on the year. Hasn't shown any sign of wanting to run so far here in this setup. That one clips the zone, and it's 2-2. Brian Wu looking for his 7th strikeout of the ball game to retire the side, and it stays high, 3-2. So now Garcia will get a head start off of first. Duran would be next. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. There goes Garcia, and Langford takes high, ball 4. So Garcia will move up to second. Langford on over at first after the walk. And now Ezekiel Duran will stand in with a couple runners aboard and 2 away. 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a flyout.
Ball,
Inside ball 1. Duran has 6 runs driven in this year. No homers as of yet. As the Mariner bullpen starts to get active, Emerson Hancock warming up out there. With Brian Wu now to 83 pitches here in the 5th. A ball and no strike stays high, and it's 2-0. Garcia the runner at second. Langford on over at first. 2 balls and no strikes. And Duran takes high, ball 3, 3-0. And the dangerous Corey Seager waits on deck as they threaten to load the bases. That one's in there for a strike, 3-1. Duran still way ahead, 3 balls and a strike. As he tries to set down Duran, the 3-1 is hammered but fouled on the left side, and it's full count at 3-2. So the runners will get a head start here. Garcia will take off for third, Langford for second. And the 3-2 offering to Duran. There go the runners. And Duran hits this one to the left side, and it's snared by Polanco. And the throw to first is in time, and Brian Wu pitches out of the 2-out jam in the 5th. Mariners hang on to a 5-run lead as we head to the bottom half. Cal Raleigh set to begin here in the 5th. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a flyout and a pop-out. Not the start to the year he wanted. He's batting just a .128 on the early season. He is 1 home run shy of tying Mike Zunino of the record for most home runs by a Mariner catcher in Mariners history, as Cole Winn begins to get active in the Ranger bullpen. Popped up. Cal. And he hammers this ball high and deep towards center field, looking to tie the record. This ball is going back, and it's gone! Cal Raleigh has tied Mike Zunino for the most home runs by a catcher in Mariners history, and it's 7-1. We were waiting for him to get hot. Maybe there's the spark that he needed. Just 1 home run coming into play today. His first here at home at T-Mobile Park this year. And it's 7-1 Seattle, and he ties the record with Mike Zunino. And now here's Randy Arozarena to the plate, who takes a strike, 0-1. Arozarena's had a good night. 2 for 2 with a couple of doubles, including a run driven in. He's also scored both times he's gotten on base. And this ball is in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss and a ball in the dirt. Drop third strike rule in effect. Throw to first is in time. Rosarena is retired, and there's one away here in the fifth. Good bounce back there by Rocker after giving up the home run. Now Polanco. 0 for 1 with a walk in this ball game. Takes inside, 1-0. Walked and scored a run earlier. He's 0 for 1. 297 average coming into this at bat. A couple homers, 5 RBIs. Polanco to the left center field gap, and that's going to get down, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Jorge Polanco joins the hit parade with a 1-out double here in the fifth. Third double of the season for Polanco. And the Mariners aren't done just yet here in the fifth. And that might be it for Rocker. See if they pull him here. They will not. They're going to let him face Victor Robles. Runner on second here with 1 out. And Robles takes the strike right there, 0-1. Robles is also 2 for 2. He's got a couple singles. Both of them RBI singles. He's got 2 RBIs on the night and a run score. 7-1 Mariners. Looking to add on here in the fifth. Breaking ball misses inside, 1-1. Checked his swing and didn't go. Hitters count it 2-1. Robles rips it over the head of Young and down the left field line. And the Mariners are going to add another one on as Polanco comes in to score. It's an RBI double for Robles, who's 3 for 3. And he's driven in a run every time he's been to the plate. 8-1 Seattle. Mariners are pouring it on, and they're going to leave Rocker out there for Rowdy Tellez, who already hit a mammoth home run in this ball game. And he swings and attacks the first pitch and fouls it away, 0-1. Homered back in the first inning did Tellez. It was a 3-run shot deep into the bleachers in right field. And the Mariners have a 7-run lead as they've blown it open here in the fifth. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a looping curveball, and it's 0-2. Tellez, foul ball down the right side. Stays alive at 0-2. 2 runs home here in the fifth. The home run by Cal Raleigh. And the RBI double by Victor Robles, who stands at second. No balls and 2 strikes to Rowdy Tellez. And he hits this one on the ground to the right side. Robles will advance to third. And Tellez is thrown out at first by Simeon, and there's 2 away. Two away, and now here's Dylan Moore. 0 for 2 tonight. Homered in the Mariners win against the Astros on Wednesday. Dylan Moore trying to keep the inning alive here. Here against Rocker. And the first pitch is high, a ball and no strikes. Very surprised the Rangers are letting Rocker go here. Giving up a couple runs in this inning and out of the bullpen. He's about to throw his 40th pitch. And it's in there for a strike, 1-1. Dylan Moore with a little flare into center. Langford coming on, and he will make the running catch to retire the side, but the Mariners out on a couple more runs. The home run by Cal Raleigh and the RBI double by Victor Robles has blown this thing open. New pitcher into the game here for Seattle. Brian Woo's excellent night is done, and Emerson Hancock will take over for him. 2 games under his belt with an 0-1 record. 7.2 innings pitched so far this year, 3.52 ERA. And his first task will be Corey Seager to lead things off here in the 6th. Downstairs 1-0. Tyler Saucedo and Gregory Santos also getting up and loose in the Mariner bullpen. Rangers with just 2 hits tonight off of Brian Woo, one of them being a home run by Jock Peterson. And the 2-0 is hammered but fouled on the right side, and it's 2-1. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Little knuckle job, but a foul ball just wide of the bag at third. We'll do it again at 2-2. Seager swings and misses. And a strikeout for Hancock. 1 away here in the 6th. And now Jake Berger, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out here tonight. Good start out of the bullpen for Hancock. And now the first pitch to Berger is in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Nobody on, 1 out here in the 6th. 8-1 Mariners. And this ball is turned on and hit down the left side. Rosarena has room, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Now Jock Peterson will come to the plate. Nobody on, 2 out, and the other side, bobbled by Polanco. But he'll recover, but no, Tellez couldn't scoop it. And that's going to go as an error on Polanco. He bobbled it and then threw it into the dirt. And Tellez couldn't scoop it. And the inning will continue as Peterson gets aboard. Just handcuffed Rowdy Tellez. So the error will go on Polanco. Inning stays alive, and now here's Higashioka, who is 0 for 2. 209 average coming into this at bat, 1 homer and 3 RBIs. And the first pitch stays high, 1 ball and no strikes. Popped him up. Polanco settles under it, waits for it to come down, and he's got it to retire the side. Emerson Hancock pitches himself around the 2-out error. No problem. 8-1 Seattle. They're going to leave Kumar Rocker out there for another inning. 41 pitches out of the bullpen, and he's still going. He's given up a few runs and a few hits as well. Interesting development here by the Rangers. Maybe they're trying to save some arms in a 7-run ball game as Jacob Webb and Sean Armstrong are warming up. As Ryan Bliss leads things off here in the bottom of inning number 6, down 0-1. And Bliss to the right center field gap. They just keep on swinging. The 12th hit tonight for the Mariners. And Ryan Bliss slides into second with a leadoff double. Second hit of the night for Ryan Bliss. And it's his first double of the year. Last time he had a 12-pitch at-bat, wasted little time in that one. The Mariners have another runner in scoring position. Rocker stays out there still. And here's Crawford. Crawford has to bend out of danger. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 for 3 with a single. A couple homers on the year with 10 RBIs. Leads the Mariners in runs batted in here in the early season. Looking to add on again here, 1-1 as he takes a strike. In the dirt, bounces in front of Higashioka, nowhere to go for Ryan Bliss, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike, and in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Crawford at an even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bliss takes off, pitches inside, and the throw to third is got him in time. Ryan Bliss tried to get aggressive and swipe third. That's the second caught stealing for the Mariners against Higashioka tonight. And there's nobody on with 1 away. And now the 3-2 to Crawford. In the dirt again, and a good stop by Higashioka on ball 4. So Crawford gets aboard. And instead of runners on first and second with nobody out, just a runner at first here with 1 out. And here's Julio, who is 1 for 3 with a double. And Rocker's about to throw his 50th pitch out of the bullpen. And it stays way high, 1-0. The fact that Rocker is still out there amazes me. 50 pitches, and he hasn't lit the world on fire. He's given up a couple runs. He just walked J.P. Crawford as Julio takes inside, 2-0. Let's see if the Mariners can take advantage of it. And they might have. Nope, that's going to go right at Peterson. Not enough elevation on it for Julio, and there's 2 away. Now here's Cal. Finally broke out of that slump, hit a home run to center field, tying Mike Zunino for the most home runs in Mariner catcher history. Now he bats here with 1 on and 2 away. And he fouls that one away. No balls and a strike. Raleigh takes a high slider for a strike, and it's 0-2. Inside, good take, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. J.P. Crawford, the runner on over at first here with 2 away in the 6th. And that one missed, apparently. We'll take it, and it's 2-2. Deuces are wild here for Cal Raleigh. And he takes inside again, works at full at 3-2. Rosarena waits on deck. Crawford will get a head start off for first. There goes JP. And Cal sends it out of play to do it again. Good battle here by the big dumper. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Crawford takes off again. Backdoor not called. And Cal will take first base. It's been a very small strike zone all night long. Cal Raleigh takes advantage of it. And he's aboard. Runners on first and second, 2 away for Rosarena. And Rocker remains out there. Outside ball 1. First and second with 2 out. Mariners lead by 7. And Rosarena takes a strike right down the middle, and it's 1-1. To the right side. Marcus Simeon gathers it in, and the throw to first is in time, and the side is retired. Mariners strand a couple runners on base, but they still have a 7-run lead. Start of the 7th inning, Emerson Hancock will stay out there for the Mariners, just threw 12 pitches out of the bullpen in the last inning, so he'll stay out to face Josh Young, leading things off here in the 7th, and he takes a strike. 7, 8, 9 due up here for the Rangers. Young, Garcia, and Simeon. That
No,
one
that's a
stays
ball.
up and away, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Mariners scored 5 of their 8 runs in the first inning, just ambushed the Rangers
Ball.
in the first frame. The big blast, a 3-run homer by Rowdy Tellez in that opening frame. Also home runs in this game by Jock Peterson of the Rangers and Cal Raleigh
No, that's high.
of Seattle. 3 balls and a strike. And that one stays high, a leadoff walk. So Josh Young is aboard here to start the 7th, and Adolis Garcia will stand in. He is 1 for 1 with a base hit, and he's also walked in this ball game. Runner on first with nobody out. See if Emerson Hancock can roll us a ground ball here. And that one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Garcia smashes that one foul, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes inside. Good pitch location there from Hancock, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Little floater towards left, long run for Arozarena, who dives and can't get it, and it gets past him. It's going to roll all the way towards the wall. Julio there to back him up, and the run will come in to score. It's 8-2. Going to go as an RBI double for Adolis Garcia. Good effort there by Arozarena on the dive. But you know when you dive head on like that, there is nobody behind you to back you up. And the run will come in to score, making it 8-2. And now here's Marcus Simeon to the plate. As that one misses just inside, apparently. 1-0. Simeon 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout, batting an even 200 coming into this at-bat. 1 home run, 3 RBIs on the season for the Rangers' second baseman. In the dirt, kicks away from Cal for a moment. Throw will go to third. It's late. Garcia moves up to third, and now there's another runner 90 feet away here for the Rangers with nobody out. Right off the end of the glove, and just ricocheted enough with Garcia's speed to move up to third base. Good job by Polanco to put a glove on that as well to not let it go down the left field line. And now Simeon's ahead 2-0 with a runner 90 feet away. And he takes downstairs 3-0. Wyatt Langford in the top of the Ranger order waiting on deck here. Very well could be the last batter Hancock faces here tonight. 3 balls and no strikes to Simeon. Let's see if he has the green light. He will take a strike on the outer half, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is grounded to the left side. That'll score Garcia. Crawford makes the play. Good play by J.P. Crawford in the 6th hole. The run does come across, but an excellent play by the Mariners shortstop. Beat him by half a step. Now there's 1 away, nobody aboard, but a couple runs home in the inning. And now here's Wyatt Langford, who skies this one straight away center to Julio, who will make the catch. And there's 2 away. So quickly 2 out now, and now here's Ezekiel Duran. 0 for 3, strikeout, flyout, and a ground out. And the first pitch is chopped at the plate and foul, 0-1. That one is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes from Hancock, and a foul ball to keep the inning alive. Couple runs home in the inning here for the Rangers. It's now a 5-run ball game, and this one's inside 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Got him with the changeup, and the side is retired. Rangers get 2, and it's time to stretch here in Seattle. New pitcher into the game for the Rangers. Jacob Webb will get the call. 4 games under his belt this year. He's got 1 hold. He's pitched 3.1 innings. And he's got a 5.4 ERA. The 5-run ball game. Jorge Polanco set to begin the bottom of the 7th here for the Mariners. 5, 6, and 7 due up here for Seattle. As that one misses inside, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Way outside. The sweeper-esque pitch, and it's 2-0. As Polanco fouls that one off the end of the bat, and it's 2-1. The hitters count here to Jorge Polanco. He doubled his last time to the plate. And he takes a strike at the knees here, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ball gets away. Polanco on his way to first, and he's going to reach on a drop third strike. So that's going to go as a strikeout and a wild pitch, and the leadoff man's aboard here for Seattle. Everything going the Mariners' way tonight. So Polanco on over at first, and here's Robles, who's had a tremendous game. He's 3 for 3. And he takes way high, 1-0. 2 singles and a double. He's driven in a run each time he's gotten a hit. 3 RBIs on the night and a run scored. The 1-0 to the right side. Could be trouble. Simeon to Seager. And in time at first base, a double play. So that erases the 3 for 3 day for Robles. Grounds into a double play there. And now here's Rowdy Tellez, who is 1 for 3. Mammoth home run back in the first inning for him. 2 out, nobody aboard. And he takes outside. 1 ball and no strikes. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1 on the outside corner of the plate. To Rowdy Tellez, who's starting to get hot. He's homered in each of the last 2 games. He's driven in a run in each of the last 3 games for Seattle. And he chops that one foul, and it's 1-2. Rowdy Tellez trying to keep the inning alive, and he does for at least another pitch as he fouls it away to the left. One, two, swing and a miss. Tying him up inside, 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and the side is retired. Mariners hanging on to a 5-run lead to the 8th inning. Start of the 8th inning, Rangers down to their final 6 outs as Corey Seager will stand in. Heart of the Ranger order to the plate, 3, 4, and 5. Sound stays high, 1-0. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. So the Mariners keep Hancock out there. Currently sitting at 34 pitches out of the bullpen. Both of these teams trying to save their arms in their bullpen. It kind of backfired on the Rangers, though, as their bullpen gave up a few runs. The 1-2 to Seager, strike three called. Top of the zone at 95 miles an hour. And there's one away here in the 8th inning. Rosa. Looked like Seager might have been sitting off speed, and he came with the fastball. And there's one away. So one away here for Jake Berger, who's batting .216 on the year. He's 0 for 3.
That's a ball.
It's just off the plate, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Strikeout, fly out, and a ground out. 3 homers and 11 runs driven in for the Rangers. Nobody on with 1 out. And a swing and a miss, making it 1-1.
1-1.
That one misses outside, and it's hitter's count
2-1.
to Jake Berger. Hitter's count, the 2-1 offering is ripped into left field. Arozarena makes the catch. What a read by Randy Arozarena. That ball was laced 108 miles an hour off the bat, and Arozarena never missed a step. And now Jock Peterson to the plate. 2 out, nobody aboard for Peterson, who homered his first time to the plate in this ball game. Behind 0-1 here. Little inside-out swing that's going to turn to gold for Peterson, and his second hit of the night keeps the inning alive here in the 8th inning. Good piece of hitting there by Jock Peterson, and now Kyle Higashioka to the plate with 1 on and 2 away. And that one is in there for a strike from Hancock. 0 for 3 is Higashioka with a strikeout, a pop-out, and a ground out. Batting just over 200 at 205. Runner on first here with 2 men out. Tap foul at the plate, 0-2. Turned on and sent foul on the left side. Gonna do it again at 0-2. Peterson, the runner, on over at first. 2 away here in the 8th inning, and that one stays high, 1-2. Breaking ball down the right field line, slicing to the corner, and it's foul. They'll do it again. Hancock trying to end the 8th right here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stays high. Now it's even at 2-2. In the dirt, Cal makes the stop. Peterson stays at first, and it's full 3-2. So now Peterson will get a head start off with first. Josh Young would be next. There goes Peterson, and there goes a swing and a miss. Hancock gets out of the 8th inning, giving up the 2-out hit, and nothing comes across. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Mariners lead by 5. Bottom of the 8th inning here for Seattle. They lead by 5. Last chance to add on some more insurance here against Jacob Webb. Dylan Moore set to lead things off. He's 0 for 3 and swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. That one is in there apparently, and it's 0-2. Very inconsistent strike zone tonight. And Moore fouls it away to stay alive. The 0-2, he chased it. Drop third strike rule in effect. Higashioka makes the play, and there's one away here in the 8th inning. Dylan Moore, rough night at the plate, 0 for 4 now. And there's one away here in the bottom of inning number 8. Chased it way out of the zone. And now Ryan Bliss to the plate. Batting .308 and a 2-hit night for him so far. Strike one. Double and a single in this ball game. His one home run of the season came on opening day here against the Athletics. And he fouls that one straight back, and it's 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Turned on and sent foul, and they'll do it again. Breaking ball hit to the right side. Good backhand over there by Berger, and the play is made for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down so far here in the 8th inning, and now that'll bring J.P. Crawford to the plate. 1 for 3 with a single here in this ball game. First pitch to Crawford stays down, 1-0. Turns on this one and skies it deep to right field. Garcia on the run to the warning track at the wall. Makes the catch right at the top of the fence. Crawford just missed a home run. And the side is retired. Crawford with a little salute to El Bombe out there. Last chance for the Rangers. They need 5 to tie. Mariners looking to take game 1. Gregory Santos will get the call here in the 9th inning. Not a save chance here with the Mariners leading by 5. But he is looking to shut down the Rangers and get this win for Seattle. 6 games under his belt so far this year. He's got 1 hold, 5 innings pitched with a 7.2 ERA. So he's looking to get that ERA down a little bit here. Hopefully with a 1-2-3 inning against the Rangers here and secure game 1 victory here to start this 3-game set. And this one misses outside 1-0 to start the inning. Josh Young. Rangers will send their 7, 8, and 9 hitters to the plate here. Young, Garcia, and Simeon here for Texas. To the right side and a base hit. 104 miles an hour off the bat of Josh Young and a base hit to start the 9th inning. Now Adolis Garcia to the plate. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. And the first pitch to him is a slider in for a strike, 0-1. Fly ball left center field. Arozarena on the run, going back to the track, at the wall, makes the catch. The ballpark held it. And there's 1 away here in the 9th inning. Allowed out number 1 here in the 9th. Now let's see if Santos can roll a ground ball and send everybody home right here. 1 away and a runner on first for Marcus Simeon. Takes outside, ball 1. Saucedo and Thornton warming up just in case in the Mariner bullpen. Simeon, a .196 hitter. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Left side and foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Marcus Simeon. Swing and a miss, got in a chase way outside, and there's 2 away here in the 9th. Not even close. And Simeon, a gift to the Mariners, and now Wyatt Langford is the last chance for the Rangers here. 0 for 3 with a walk in the ball game. 2 out with a runner on first. Rangers down to their final out tonight. And a strike to Wyatt Langford, 0-1. There's a strike in there, and it's 0-2. Rangers down to their final strike tonight. As Gregory Santos looks to shut the door on the Rangers here in game one. No balls and 2 strikes. Downstairs, 1-2. Fly ball right field. Robles coming in, and he will get there. And the Mariners win it. They take game one over the Rangers, a final score of 8-3. And a great overall game all around by the Mariners here tonight. Just the 3rd loss in the year for the Rangers. They fall to 11-3. Mariners now 2 games up above 500 at 9-7. Ryan Wool will get the win. Tyler Mahle will get the loss. And the Mariners lead the series 1-9. Well, the Mariners started it off in the first inning. They scored 5 runs in the opening frame here against the Rangers. They just never looked back. Rowdy Tellez with a big bomb deep into right field. Capped off that 5-run first inning. Jock Peterson got involved, got the Rangers on the board with a mammoth home run, basically to the same spot way back there in the right field bleachers. A little bit of flash and leather as well here in this game. This game had it all. A good game all the way around. Mariners win 8-3, the final score from Seattle.